Listerine off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead. It's to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new. I just be 10 steps. Family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. Move the chains, I'm about came a jersey, made to put in work. I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number 1 seed. Ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered, but I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't take off the haters, get
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54 miles. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, they're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They only get two there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Newton on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hatchet. Hatchet.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check.
11.
Kill.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Coleman now. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack on first down, Newton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
13.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check.
On third down, here's Coleman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 32 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all day?
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I'm coming after you.
Newton to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They run with Breida. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
I'm coming. Shift. Check.
Lock.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 15.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
$13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. Now it's Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 180.
56. Oh, you got deep? Kill.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Watch the run. Check 13.
Grant.
You got tape.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Man left. We got three, fellas. We got three.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On 1st and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This is Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 5. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 5. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, But, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Newton on third down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's Newton. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And how about the big boy showing off the wheels?
Let's face it. Anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Breida, he'll try the right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
59! Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. He's coming.
They will run again with Coleman. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On first down, Newton escaping the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 11 yards and a Panther first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Newton. Flushed out right. And the Panthers in for the score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is Coleman. He's got a first out and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
That's trash. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
White.
It's Coleman here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A 19-yard attempt.
Puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. What a spin. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Newton eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's see what you got.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Nick Bosa. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. 180!
In your face.
Get hot!
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
59. Hey, defense, let's go.
And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Get that ball.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
56. It's our time. It's our time.
Now Newton on first down. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.